Welcome everyone, thank you so much for joining in. So today we are going to start this analysis by looking at the price action of Bitcoin here in a daily time frame, because in a daily time frame we are aware this price movement what we are witnessing with Bitcoin could be forming this very nice broadening bottom scenario, because according to the broadening bottom, since the price of Bitcoin has already broken out of this upper line area of this broadening line, now there could be a retest before price again starts breaking here to the upside, because according to the broadening bottom, since the price of Bitcoin is doing pretty exact just like as shown in the example, you can see retest, right, a pullback, and when the buyer stepped in, the price started moving to the upside, also broke out of the upper line area. And now in our case, we actually witness a pretty exact scenario. And also if this is going to be any sort of a retest, right, or a pullback, then we are aware around this 42,000 we do have some very strong support line lying for Bitcoin. And even though if this is going to be a retest, right, this could still play out as a broadening bottom, because after the retest, price finding support, there is going to be a new impulsive move forming out for Bitcoin. So this exact scenario could be on the line right now for Bitcoin, and not just only because of this broadening bottom right now, the retest here actually could make sense, but also if you look at this in another way, I mean using this bump and run reversal pattern, because this upper line area, right, was actually acting as a strong line of resistance, and we said if we do manage to break out of it, the price here could be starting this new impulsive move to the upside. But even though this is a successful bump and run reversal as shown here in the example, right, any sort of a price pullback, you can see this might be a possible retest of this previous temporary resistance line before starting this move here to the upside. So according to this broadening bottom, this retest, and also according to this bullish bump and run reversal scenario, a retest around the resistance line could be absolutely normal. So that's why this purple line, which is lying around 41 to 42,000, is going to be one of the strongest support for Bitcoin if you would see any sort of a retracement. And not just only here in a daily time frame, if you would look at this in a 4-hour time frame right now, you can see. And also guys, I just want to make you aware that Phemex right now is providing around $1,200 bonus to our community member who sign up using this ref link and deposit at least 1 Bitcoin. This $1,200 bonus will be credited within 24 hours after your initial deposit. So what you can do after this $1,200 bonus is credited, leave your initial deposit on the side and just trade with this $1,200 free money provided by Phemex. And also one good news guys, Phemex is giving away $10 bonus to 100 members of our community. So that means if you sign up right now using this ref link, and if you are among the 100 individual, then you will be credited $10 bonus within 24-hour time frame. So this is a great opportunity, so definitely try grabbing it. So now let's switch into another chart. According to the CPI indicator, the leading indicator right now, as I've already said you plenty of time, we could be getting gravitated around this monthly R1 line, and this monthly R1 line is sitting around $46,173. But until we are not there, right, there might be still some shakeout type of scenario before price again gets gravitated towards this monthly R1 line. Why I'm actually saying you this is because right now we just found out according to broadening bottom there might be a retest before seeing another movement, and also according to the successful bump and run reversal, there might be a possible retest around this resistance line and a possible move here to the upside. So that's why right now, if this is to play out, right, any sort of a retest, then what we can simply do is we can actually look at this price structure in this manner. Let me show you here. So if you look at this price structure using this ascending channel, let me hide the CPI line, you can clearly see any sort of a rejection, right, from this upper line area, because here you can see this upper line was actually acting as a strong line of resistance. So today when the price of Bitcoin came across this 45,000 area, we were also actually getting some sort of a resistance. So any sort of a price pullback, we could be getting gravitated towards this 42,000 price range. The reason I'm saying you this is because right now you can see this here could still be playing out as a higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, and price after that could be preparing for another movement here to the upper direction. So let's see how this one is going to play out for Bitcoin, because if you want to know short-term price target for Bitcoin, then what you can do guys is you can simply add this Fibonacci extension line and look at this price structure here in this manner, because you can see exactly when the price of Bitcoin came across this 0.618 Fibonacci extension line around $45,378, we found a resistance, and now we are seeing smaller pullback. So for now, if there is going to be any sort of retracement first, we will be looking around this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level that's lying around $43,822. And if this is going to continue, then we are also aware that this 0.382, which is around 42,267, could be also on the line, but that should still be absolutely fine with price action Bitcoin, because around that level this could be a final retest before price again starts breaking here to the upward direction. So these are some of the scenarios I see right now looking at the price action of Bitcoin. But if you also look at this Ethereum price action today, you can see here, before I switch into the Ethereum chart, I want to show you first this Ethereum Bitcoin chart in a weekly time frame, because according to this Ethereum Bitcoin in a weekly time frame, we were clearly seeing this price movement as a Jesse Livermore speculative chart, because according to the Jesse Livermore speculative chart, if this is to play out, since we were forming this accumulation cylinder with widening mouth, right? If you look at this Ether Bitcoin chart, you can see exactly when we started breaking above this resistance line, just like as shown in the picture, we started this new impulsive move, right? So if this is to play out, this Ethereum Bitcoin chart is still missing this 0.9 and 0.10 area before a reversal type of scenario takes place. So this is also indicating that now, since it does actually looks like a possible breakout scenario, so if this is to continue, then we can see 0.9 and 0.10 could be on the line for Ethereum Bitcoin chart, which is indicating that holding Ethereum might be more beneficial than holding Bitcoin at this current stage. And also guys, please take into consideration, this is just my personal opinion. I might be horribly wrong on this one. So that's why please also do your due diligence. But looking at this here in a whole, it does looks like a Jesse Livermore speculative chart forming this accumulation cylinder. So in that case, we could see some really nice impulsive move playing out for Ethereum in an upcoming days or weeks. So now, if we look at this Ethereum chart starting here in a daily time frame, for us, the most important thing was to break out of this rising trend line, because this rising trend line was not just only acting as a strong line of support, but it was also acting as a strong line of resistance when the price of Ethereum approached the resistance area. So when we had this reversal, buyers stepped in and then we were able to break out here to the upside. And now this is a very good indication for Ethereum, because any sort of a price pullback. So let's see if we would see any sort of a price pullback here and also in the Bitcoin price action, then we are aware this rising trend line now could again act as a very strong line of support, just like here in the past Ethereum price action. Because if we look at these indicators to the downside, MACD is a bullish MACD cross and also in a positive territory, very good sign. RSI line is clearly above 50 level, that is also a very good sign. And also the T3CCI is indicating the bulls are slowly taking control over the market, right? So this is a very good scenario playing out for both Bitcoin and also Ethereum. And also to those individuals who are following me for a while, you know, we did exactly hit our price target for Ethereum. We were calling this price movement in two different scenarios. One here with this 1, 2, 3 reversal, and according to this 1, 2, 3 reversal, our price target were between this 27 to 28,000 range. We actually did hit our target from this 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern. And we also said if you don't want to look this as a 1, 2, 3 reversal, you can also look this as a double bottom type of scenario. So according to the double bottom, the price target for Ethereum were somewhere around $3,000. So this $3,000 you can see was also exactly tested. So now what to expect? As we have already said, any sort of a pullback, then this rising trend line is where we might be getting possibly gravitating. But not just only that, what we should not forget is this parallel channel line. So this parallel channel right now could be also playing a very important role for Ethereum, because the upper line here was actually acting as a resistance, lower line was acting as a support. So any sort of a pullback along with the rising trend line, which I just showed you, right, this here could also be acting as a strong line of support. So that's why for Ethereum, any sort of a pullback around this 2,850 to 2,900, we do have some very strong support line lying around for Ethereum. And after that, we are also expecting more of this trend continuation here to the upside. So these are some of the scenarios I see right now looking at the price action of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.